This is big breaking emergency news. Another U.S. town has been completely overwhelmed, and the officials there are asking for federal help. They're begging for the authorities to step in because social services have been overwhelmed and housing has been overwhelmed. The schools have been overwhelmed, and they are in an emergency crisis situation. So let's get into the details here really quick, guys. Please just hit that like and hit that subscribe. I'm posting multiple videos a day, every day, keeping you guys updated on this big urgent news, and it just helps to get these warnings out. I appreciate that. So this is what's going on right now in Logansport, Indiana, right? They are under a crisis, and the citizens there are freaking out. The mayor has even said that the population since 2021 has increased by 20 to 30%, right? This is a major influx, and the city does not know how to handle it. I want you to listen to this account of a citizen that lives here, a resident that lives in Logansport. I want you to listen to her. She had an interview on Fox News giving her account of what's going on with her and her family, and she is concerned, and she is saying that her kids and her family, she feels like she's being left behind. All right, so listen to this really quick, and then we will talk more about it after.
Right now to the heartland, and thousands of migrants are settling in the town of Logansport, Indiana, and residents are struggling to handle the surge. The New York Post reports that students have been pushed out of the city's schools because the county's population has exploded. Let's bring in Candace Espinosa. She is a mother from Logansport who's unhappy with the influx of migrants to her community. Candace, good to sit down and talk with you. Appreciate it. So the population of Cass County, where Logansport is located, was 38,000, but it's now grown by some 30%, with a lot of predominantly Haitian migrants who have moved in, a lot of them hoping to find work at the local Tyson chicken processing plant. What has the effect been, in your mind, to the community?
It's just overrun. We don't have space for everybody, so the housing has been taken over, and our schools have been taken over. Pretty much the whole town has been taken over.
I mean, in terms of the schools being taken over, the population of Haitian immigrant students in 2021 was 14. That number has now grown to 207. And there's a lot of complaints that because many of these students are EL students, English learner students, they can't do the coursework, and they're getting moved up from grade to grade without being able to really understand the material or pass the grade.
Yes, they just get passed on. They don't actually have to pass the grade. They actually just get moved forward and forward and forward. So they get left behind, and it doesn't help our students. It actually holds them behind as well.
So we heard that one 16-year-old student, a young woman, was an honor student there in Logansport, but she wasn't able to get the attention of the teachers that she felt that she really needed to excel. So she dropped out of school and is now being homeschooled with online courses. But here's what the Logansport School District told Fox News about this whole situation. They said, quote, "We have a total of 207 Haitian students within our student population, which makes up about 5% of our student population. I have not had any complaints of student needs not being met due to services to our English learners population. We are a comprehensive school corporation. English learner students who need extra support are given those supports through specific programs that we offer." But let me come back to this part of the statement. I have not had any complaints of students' needs not being met due to the services of our English learners population. In your experience, is that the case?
With my children, no, but I have a child that I help take care of that she's dyslexic, and she does not get the help she needs. She needs a little extra hands-on, and she needs help to learn to read, and they don't help her. They're holding her back because they're trying to specialize with these kids that need more English, and they don't know English, so it's harder.
It's just this idea of the spokesperson saying, I've not had any complaints. Do you believe nobody's complained about this to the school board?
No, I believe that there's been parents complaining. We have over 400 students that are now homeschooled in Cass County alone. So I don't believe that. I believe parents have called. I believe they've complained, and they are asking for help. This town is asking for help.
Well, the Cass County Health Commissioner certainly has concerns about it. Listen to what she said.
I don't think our school system can contain that many and can sustain what they're doing right now. A lot of them, like we met a couple last week that hadn't seen their parents in about 7 years. It's a eye-opener.
I mean, when you grow the population of a small town like Logansport by 30% over the course of a couple or 3 years, it's going to strain the infrastructure, I would think.
Yes, there's definitely a big strain, but it hasn't just been 3 years. It's been within a small time frame of a year's time where we've really boosted our people, and there's so much more of an influx of not just Haitians, but migrants in general.
Yeah.
We are struggling with keeping everybody here, and our hospitals are full too.
So do you feel that the federal government is adequately addressing this, and how might this situation affect your thoughts about the coming election?
No, they're definitely not. And I definitely won't be voting for Harris because she's not doing anything. If she says she's going to do something, why not do something now? You're bringing and letting people come here, and we can't sustain these people, these small communities. Our country cannot sustain growth in this amount of numbers in this time frame. It's just not feasible. We don't have houses for the ones that live here.
Candace Espinoza, we'll keep watching the situation along with you. We thank you for joining us. Appreciate your sharing your thoughts.
All right, so you heard that there. That was a report from Fox News from a resident from Logansport. And we even heard a school commissioner, right, for the district. She was giving her testimony and talking as well, too. And she was saying that this is really hard for the district. And she was saying some of the children there have not seen their parents in 7 years. Right? I'm not sure exactly what the circumstance is on that, the details. But there are children coming over here unaccompanied every day as well too, with no parents, no family. They're just sent over here. What's going on with that? And she said one of their students hasn't seen their parents in 7 years. I'm not sure how this is. That doesn't sound very humane either. Okay, sending your kids to a different country to not see them for 7 years, and now it's just we have to take care of this child. Okay, we have to help this child because he's just here all alone. This doesn't seem fair to really anyone. Okay, and when I heard that the first time I listened to this video, it was shocking. Right, so, and that's just one small part of it, of what's going on that front. Okay, so let me know what you guys think down below. Please just hit it up for me down there to help get these warnings out. I appreciate that, so people know what's going on. This is one of dozens and dozens of cities that are dealing with the situation. Charleroi, okay, Aurora. We're having this happen in all these towns and cities are having massive influxes of people. This is happening in Alabama. This is happening in Springfield, Ohio. And it's not really fair to anyone. And the citizens there feel like they are not getting the services that they would normally get. And this is happening all across the board, where things like police services are being cut to help fund this crisis that's happening. Firefighter services, trash cleanup services. This is happening all across the country, even in major cities, from small towns like this to major cities like New York City. They're even cutting their budgets right now. And they are having to slash all these programs to help pay for this crisis that is happening. So let me know what you guys think down below. This is another city, and they're also asking the federal government for help here, right? The mayor is essentially begging FEMA and the feds to send some type of funding. And it's also being reported here that a majority of the people coming in, they work for Tyson, right? There's a Tyson plant in Logansport, Indiana, and it's being reported in local news that a lot of the workers there are these new people coming in, right? And this is what Tyson said in response. They made a statement to News Nation, and they said, quote, "Everyone working at this facility is legally authorized to do so, and the majority of those team members are American citizens or permanent residents of the United States." Okay, so that's what Tyson said, and people are reporting that a lot of people are working here. And there's a lot of these schemes going on too, where it's not fair to anyone. Okay, they are paying these people minimum wage. Normally this job would pay a lot more. Okay, not a lot more, but it would pay more. And they're paying them minimum wage, and to offset that, they're getting a lot of these benefits. That's what a lot of these factories are doing. Okay, they're paying them lower wages, and then they're accepting it to get the job, and now they can get access to a lot of other benefits and housing benefits, all these things, housing vouchers. And we have situations where there's 10 people living in a home. There's been reports of 10 to 20 people living in some homes, and everyone is paying, only a couple $100s a month for a home, or they're getting housing vouchers, and then there's 10 people in there, 20 people, they can all pay a couple $100s. Now rents are $4,000, or they've doubled, right? This is what's happening in places like Springfield. And this woman in Logansport is saying very similar things. She's saying the housing is being overwhelmed too. People cannot find rental properties, and properties are going up in value. This is happening all over the country, right, due to interest rates, inflation, all these different things. But there's more pressure on it too when you have a 20 to 30% increase in a population. It's going to put upwards pressure on home prices and rental prices. It's just math and economics. Okay, that's just how things work, right? It's supply and demand. The demand just went up 20 to 30% now. Okay, so let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys are staying prepared and staying stocked up. I hope you have big blessings for your life and your family, and I hope you have a big old blessed day.